highly polished and perfectly scripted. But not all of it. Here are the greatest unscripted moments from Frasier that you've never noticed before. The Pianist, Season 1, Episode 1. In the very first episode, we get a moment that encapsulates Frasier. Refined, a little theatrical, and completely at home in his elegant apartment. The performance seems curated, but the music wasn't planned at all. Kelsey Grammer simply sat down and improvised. It makes the scene feel less like a setup and more like a real habit Frasier might have. It shouldn't surprise us too much, though, as we know how musically talented Kelsey Grammer is.
But I don't know what to do with those tossed salads and scrambled eggs.
Daphne's Wrong Exit, Season 1, Episode 15. By Frasier's farcical standards, this scene is dead serious. Daphne is angry because Frasier and Martin have been interfering in her dating life.
But you said yourself he was fun to spend time with.
No, you just can't go. That's all there is to it. Case closed.
She gives them both a firm speech.
But I happen to be a grown woman, and nobody has told me whom I might or might not date since I was a schoolgirl, and I didn't listen then.
Then storms off to her bedroom in outrage. At least, that is what is supposed to happen.
That would have been a very dramatic exit if only her room was down that hall.
Jane leaves, accidentally heads down the wrong hallway. Instead of stopping, Kelsey Grammer improvised brilliantly. John Mahoney is visibly laughing, and the audience loses it. But nobody breaks the scene. Daphne comes back out, still furious, and exits the correct way. Next up we have When Frasier Became Flasier, Season 11, Episode 2. By Season 11, the cast knew these characters so well that a mistake could turn into a finished scene almost instantly. That's what happens in this Café Nervosa exchange. Frasier is getting through one of his elaborate alliterative lines, and his tongue gives out.
I may have walked in here, the old fault-finding, flaw-fleeing Flasier, but I leave a man committed to commitment.
Niles instantly notices the slip of tongue.
You said Flasier.
I did not. I most certainly did
No,
not.
I heard you say Flasier.
I've been saying my own name for the last 40 some odd years.
Like your tongue meant to go that way never.
The slip was real, and what followed was not scripted. David Hyde Pierce immediately teases him like a delighted younger brother, and Grammer fires back in perfect Frasier fashion.
I've been saying my own name for the last 40 some odd years.
Like your tongue meant to go that way never.
Again, why this ends up working is simple. Niles would absolutely seize on that mistake, and Frasier would absolutely deny it. A mispronunciation becomes a tiny sibling war, and the scene is better for it. Yes, I love her. Season 11, Episode 2. Later in the same episode, Julia has just been choking, and everyone is tense because of her presence.
Oh my God, I mean, this painting is just...
Then, the instant the danger passes, Frasier blurts out his feelings at full volume.
You, on the other hand, are content to let the woman I love die before your eyes. That's right, I said I love her!
The line was already dramatic, but Kelsey Grammer delivered it with such force that Jane Leaves couldn't help but slip a little. Look at the edges of her mouth trembling as she holds in the laugh.
Knock it off, Frasier. You don't love her.
The laugh Frasier couldn't hide. Season 4, Episode 1. In The Two Mrs. Cranes, the unscripted moment comes right in the middle of the episode's farce. Daphne's ex, Clive, is in town, and to avoid telling him the truth about her life, Daphne pretends that she is married to Niles. Frasier is forced to keep the lie going, so Niles adds another layer to the story.
So this is my place. Frasier's staying here temporarily because he's separated from Maris.
Martin cuts through all the confusion with one blunt joke.
You couldn't stand her either, huh?
The line genuinely takes Kelsey Grammer off guard. Rather than ruin the take, his laugh elevates it.
That's very amusing.
What makes the moment so funny is how quickly Martin punctures the whole performance. The laugh works so well here because it does not interrupt the scene. It fits the farce. The Hot and Foamy Explosion, Season 4, Episode 22. This moment begins in a tense emotional space.
Oh my God, Maris has seen the papers. It's too late to take it back.
Niles is a wreck because he just signed the divorce papers to end his marriage.
Let me splash some cold water on my face.
Then he disappears into the bathroom, and then something explodes.
Niles!
When he comes back, he's worse for wear, thanks to a Hot and Foamy accident.
Oh my God!
The visual alone is perfection. John Mahoney is just managing to keep it together long enough to offer an insightful theory as to what happened.
You know what must have happened? My Hot and Foamy must have exploded.
Then Jane Leaves adds this unscripted line.
He was a detective, you know.
Martin drops his cane. Season 5, Episode 15. As always, Lilith's presence has everybody on edge.
This is Dr. Frasier Crane, wishing you a good day and good mental.
Frasier tells them that Lilith is on her way to the apartment. Martin and Daphne are desperate to get out before they have to deal with her.
You could have told us, you know. We could have made plans to be elsewhere.
Well, how come you didn't know about it? You usually know these things. You usually get a headache, don't you, for God's sake? I think you're supposed to...
All right, she's coming. Both of you, suck it up.
The escape is chaotic. Then Martin drops his cane while hurrying toward the door.
Out of my way!
Me too.
Leave it!
Martin's "leave it" was improvised. John Mahoney did not stop to pick the cane up. He just barked at it like it was a badly behaved dog and kept moving. How can you tell it was unscripted? Frasier then does some light cleaning and moves the cane out of sight. More quick thinking on show from the main man. The Giant Noses, Season 5, Episode 21. This episode puts Roz and Frasier in a social situation where they are trying desperately not to laugh. Roz's baby's grandparents arrive, and both of them are well endowed nasally.
Hi there, Steve Garrett.
Wait, it's nice seeing you too. Oh, what a coincidence. Your neighbor goes to my hair salon.
The script is already stuffed with nose-related dialogue that accidentally sounds insulting.
You know, Steve and I went to that a few years ago. We just love dogs. We have 2 giant schnauzers.
The cast had a hard time holding it together during filming. You can see some of them covering their mouths, turning away, and fighting real laughter. Check out Jane Leaves and David Hyde Pierce doing all they can to stay on script. Normally that would be a problem. Here it helps. It does not feel like anyone has broken character. More Frasier smiling, Season 10, Episode 12. In The Harassed, the KACL staff ends up in a sexual harassment seminar after Frasier badly misreads Julia Wilcox and causes a workplace disaster.
Are you as turned on as I am?
What? No! Oh, did you just come on?
The unscripted moment comes during the seminar. Bulldog is doing a role-play exercise with Roz when Noel suddenly decides he wants in.
Can I have a turn with her? No.
When Bulldog brushes him off, Noel gets strangely intense.
Sorry, buddy. She's not your property. It's up to Van. I want a turn.
Noel, usually the meekest man at KACL, tries to look genuinely threatening. This is so out of character that Kelsey Grammer can't help but smile, turning away in the background to hide it.
Oh, what are you gonna do, huh? Okay, guys, let's keep our dialoguing constructive, okay?
It is a tiny reaction, but adds to the scene. Fan discussions regularly point to this as one of those breaks that made the moment even better. Tom's awkward realization, Season 2, Episode 3. This classic episode is built around one core misunderstanding. Tom believes Frasier is romantically interested in him, and Frasier, blissfully unaware, keeps digging himself deeper into trouble.
Well, I hope he's more than okay. He just asked me out on a date.
Tom asks one simple question, and it almost derails the whole episode.
You live with your dad?
That line caught Grammer off guard because of the exact way it was delivered. His response carries a trace of genuine laughter that is out of character for Frasier.
Oh, not at all, no. Well, except when I bring my dates home, he tries to steal them.
The Restaurant Fireball, Season 2, Episode 23. This episode sees Frasier and Niles try to run a restaurant. Naturally, disaster ensues.
Get a grip! We're not being asked to do anything that none of us hasn't done before in our own kitchens in our own home. Now, quick, Niles, kill 5 eels!
By the end, their culinary dream is in tatters.
The mayor's table all wants Cherry's Jubilee for dessert.
All right, fine. You flame them. I'll be out to serve them.
Then the Cherry's Jubilee goes up in a fireball.
Big blue flash. Cherries everywhere.
This stunt wasn't supposed to go exactly like this, but once the explosion happened, the production was more or less stuck with the take they had. Perhaps that was fortunate. because the barely controlled reactions would be hard to replicate.
Fortunately, we have a built-in safety delay for just this sort of thing. Gives you 15 seconds before the sprinklers.
Roz delivers her line with smoking hair. Frasier looks like he is hanging on by a thread. Every character is on their last nerve. So the actors' real reactions from a stressful production moment feel completely genuine. So which one is your favorite unscripted moment? Let us know in the comments below. As always,
I'm listening.